We got to switch our podcast to 6 in the morning.
That's overtime. I can't.
Well, maybe Ibrahim will pop up. Maybe he won't.
We'll see.
So how's everybody doing?
Living the dream, friend. Living the dream.
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know,
I survived, man.
what
Rough
happened?
3 hour movie
Oh,
during overtime. No, that was it was during over. I was watching that shit.
I watched
Wow,
that in the morning ish. Well,
I
yeah.
watched The Heat today, but I watched the other one yesterday. And I was like, holy shit!
Oh, I watched The Heat today. By the way, people, this is what we're today. Tonight we are reviewing Dogville and The Heat.
What a weird ass combination.
Very.
Hey, you know what it is? It's female leading role movies.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. See, you see what we do. You see what the wheel did, people. Why? Because we respect and appreciate women.
So that's got to be something we do each week. Try to find some kind of connection.
Yes, it don't matter what it is.
As oddball as this seems, female-led movies. I like it.
Yeah.
I really like that idea. And you know what it is about these movies is that they're empowering female parts. Why? Listen, I'm going to tell you why really quick. I'm just going to break this down. There's going to be some spoilers, of course. Now, both movies, the women characters are not respected in the beginning. Shut up. That's not the part where it grows for women. They're not respected. They're like kind of just because of, like, for example, for The Heat, there's two powerful women. And because of their powerful like personalities and just the way they are strong Caucasian women, Caucasian queens, is that what we're going to call them?
Make that a t-shirt.
Like it grows throughout the movie, but in both sides the characters grow and develop more. Some crazy shit happens, especially in Dogville. Oh, Dogville over here. But like at the end of the movie, because of these women, like they ran the show. Like you just see how they figured it all out and they got it. And so that's cool. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The Heat, right? So I seen it, hit the wheel, and I'm going to watch it this morning. And I'm just like, oh man.
These like fucking white people.
No,
these white comedies.
No, not even that. Not that. Not this time, guys. Probably next week. But
hey, yeah, that reminds me. If we spin the wheel and it lands on this 2000 to 2010 category again, I think we need to skip it because it's already been like 5 weeks in a row.
It's been. I think it has, honestly. I think it's been at least
it's definitely not a couple weeks in a row. It's between that and the OG. Ah, there he is. There he is. Gotta get the fucking mouse over there now. There it is.
Can you see?
What's up?
You see what he's doing?
Hilarious.
This is gonna be me torturing Aaron all night.
Aaron, yeah.
I guess I gotta do the same thing with an avatar and get Tom Green.
Get a Tom Green avatar. Yeah.
Or down. Just piss everybody in the world.
I will punch you right through the webcam.
See?
Tom Green with a cow nipple in his mouth.
Punch your black ass.
I respect that. But anyways, what I was getting at is both of these movies can be seen as empowering for women, depending on how you watch, towards the end, especially towards the end. That's what I'm getting at, guys. The beginning, hell no.
Yeah.
The feel of both. It's
especially Dogville. You don't want to go to the beginning.
That's a hot take.
Dogville was a very long 3 hours.
Yes.
But watching, and before she did it, I'm like, if I was her, I'd burn that whole fucking town down.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel is like the point, right? Like
it is, and
I'm
incredibly satisfied that they just went through, murdered everybody, burned the whole town down.
That fire went out very fucking fast, and
it's a very small town.
He peed on it. He came, he peed on the fire, and he got. That's how the fire went out. Chris, name any other person in this world that can get Nicolas Cage would just make the fire away. He poured gas on it.
He'd somehow light himself on fire because he burns himself in like half the movie season.
That is true.
So
So where are we starting with?
let's start with what we're drinking really quick, and then we'll dive into these movies, these films.
It's good to see Ibrahim after a couple weeks off.
Yeah, we missed you, man.
I've been away. I've been busy.
Coming from Tommy Blue Balls Edison here.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. Sturdy Rojas.
I couldn't think of anything.
I'll start. A raspberry Snapple, raspberry tea Snapple, and 100 proof vodka. 2 glasses. The other one's over there.
Nice.
I don't know.
Some Dissimulation IPA from Warbler Brewery, which I just put out a new episode of my podcast where I chatted with the owner and drank beers and talked all about that.
Nice.
So, and it's delicious, right from Del Mar, New York.
I'm drinking some Shipyard IPA. My last 2 I have for that. Gonna have to put another order in for stuff.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Helltown beverage.
Yeah, I'm not really drinking anything. I just have some water. So,
Counts, man.
It's important to hydrate.
yes. Especially when you watch a 3-hour movie
Yeah.
where it's all set on a stage.
Yes.
And it just keeps going and going and going.
Yo, it's like a live action audiobook.
I don't know if anyone like
It was.
So I like the thing that I had. I know there are title cards that were in like Swedish or whatever the fuck. And I had no translation, so I had no idea what they were.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I had that too. I was like, damn.
It's like, okay, I guess it's another chapter, but I don't know.
Yeah, they're doing chapter 3, and it's telling you what it's about. You're like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
Really?
I was like, okay, I'll fucking know, but I know it's getting darker.
I watched it on Amazon, and it was all in English.
Oh, see, mine wasn't. I didn't watch it on Amazon.
Well, I found an English version, James.
What's that?
It took me a couple of links, but I found an English version of this movie because I was doing like a watch listen when I was at work, and what was it, French?
I don't fucking know.
What, or Swedish? You said Swedish?
It's yeah. He's like Danish or Swedish or
Yeah.
Swedish. They filmed the whole thing on a stage in Sweden.
Yeah.
Whatever they were speaking, no disrespect, I just don't know. But whatever language they were speaking, so
White person language.
And then to top it off, there was no subtitles. I was like, there is no fucking way. There's no way. I gotta find something. So I just moved a few lines.
Oh no, I had it in English, but when they showed the chapters, it was a different language.
Yeah, mine
Like
was
the
still
writing.
showing.
The writing.
Mine's were still showing as English though.
Mine was showing the other language, and then it was showing English on the like right under it.
Oh no, see, I didn't have that.
Yeah, I didn't even
I
have
don't
that.
know anything said though. Chapter 6, I think I remember that, but I don't remember what chapter 6 was about.
Chapter 6, dirtiness in the orchard.
Oh man, I think first and foremost, I think the question is, did this movie need to be 3 hours long? Absolutely not.
No.
I don't know. I mean, I could see how you can justify it. Like it's a long drama, and you know, like a lot of stuff happens. You know, at first it's like, oh, okay, she's on the run, and it's like kind of positive, and then it quickly starts to fucking turn.
Oh yeah.
But
You know,
like, it's not a unique story in that you stumble across this totally unique story. Obviously, the setting is nothing I've watched before like that, at least on film. Almost felt like an amateur play at sometimes.
I was going to say that it felt more
Like a high school play I was watching.
It felt more like a play than a movie to me, which isn't a bad thing. It just felt like a play more than a movie, but it was just. And with it being set, which is crazy, this may sound, with me saying that it felt more like a play, I feel like the 3 hours worked. Versus if it felt more like a movie to me, in my opinion. If it felt like the movie, then the 3 hours, I'm like, no, you can take a fucking hour off at least, man.
I was just sitting there, like, I had headphones on, and I was listening to a fucking audiobook with pictures.
That's true.
That's what I was fucking. I was just sitting there, just relaxing. I was like,
yeah, because of the narration, you honestly don't even need to watch most of it.
They just basically tell you everything. Yeah. You just have to see Nicole Kidman held on the ground, or going to the one house, and yeah, it is like they started. They're like, we don't like her. Then they agreed. We're like, yeah, as long as she helps. Then they become friends. Then they're like, let's take advantage of this bitch because she's afraid to get caught.
Yeah.
So now every man is going to her shed raping her.
Dude,
and
like,
instead of the wives being mad at the husbands,
they're mad at her.
They're mad at her. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, shout out to Doomsday Kingdom Army, by the way.
Yeah, what's up, Doomsday?
Thanks for the support, man. He follows me on a Horror Research 30, but Doomsday, go follow these guys as well. Follow the Popcorn and Pints. Follow Deep Focus Cinema Podcast. Thank you, man.
Thanks.
Stories from a bar.
Thank you. Yeah, not Tom Blue Balls Edison. That's not the
Stories
podcast
from a
name.
bar. Which I'll have the things at the end of the show too. But yeah, give these guys a follow. They all do some dope stuff. And James, he's on all the shows. He's a whore.
Yeah, I'm a whore. I'm podcast whore.
He's audio whore.
And cheap too.
It's free.
A murder mug.
It's a 5-finger, also known as the fist.
Oh man,
The bar is pretty low here.
Yeah.
Very low. Oh, look at that fist. Fist.
No, but the story itself isn't overly unique in that, stranger in a town that turns out to be a town full of dirtbags.
Yep.
I felt like Nicole Kidman was kind of underacting. I don't know if I expected more out of her because of the name.
Yeah.
I mean, she was.
When did this come out
fine.
again? Is this
I
like?
thought it was like 2003.
Oh, so damn! It's not even like one of her first films.
No.
Plus, I thought there was a lot of weird camera work. I thought the camera work seemed a little amateurish.
Well, that's on purpose. Yeah. That's
I didn't know if it was going to be on purpose or not. But it's just like some of the cuts seemed weird. Like all of a sudden she was sitting up in bed, she's literally still talking. The next scene she's laying back down talking to Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Like what in the world?
yeah.
Weird out chalk lines of like a dog. They're like, "Oh, the dog's laying here. Just want to let you know on the stage."
Yeah. It's strange. It's really kind of out there.
And obviously they,
techniques are fine.
add in all the sound effects for the doors, the dog, the cars. So it once I adjusted to that, I hardly noticed the sound effects and things like that. It just, went with the narration. Again, it was like a fucking visual audiobook.
Yeah, very so. So Ibrahim, my question for you is before I get to this, I just want to say cheers to all you guys, my Popcorn and Pints brothers, and to everybody watching or listening or peeing, whatever you're doing.
Yeah, whatever.
Cheers to everybody. So Ibrahim, how the hell did you come across this film? Please.
Well, okay. So this it's rated very highly on IMDb. That's basically where I saw it. It's like they have a list. It's been on the top 250 for a number of times, and it's also been right now it's on the top 250 English language films. So that's basically where I saw it, and I just put it on a list.
Okay.
I put it on a list of films I wanted to watch this year, and so I was like, "Oh, I'll just put it on. I'll put it on this, make you guys fucking watch it too."
So was this your first time watching it, or have you?
Yeah, I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Oh shit!
Oh, all right.
I've never seen it.
That's fucking awesome.
So yeah, it was just it's on my list, and I was like, "Oh, well, it's watchable. It's not like fucking."
The reason why I asked you this question, and I feel like I ask you this question a lot, is because your picks are movies that none of the rest of us have ever fucking heard of.
Yeah.
Ever. Which I respect. I think it's dope. I mean, you had us watching Le True and Rafifi.
Rafifi.
Yeah. And
something I've never heard of.
In the city, but that's another discussion. But I had to.
You know who really deserved it in this movie? The kids. The kids really deserved it.
Yo,
that fucking little boy was like a creepy ass. She should have
that scene where he just wants to get spanked.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, I get it, but that was weird. That was really freaking weird. I was just like, this kid's getting off on this. This is weird.
He needs to be punished.
The fucked up part, right? The rape, the multiple rape scenes, but when the little kids were ringing the bell and laughing,
cowing every time.
Yeah, every time it happened.
Those kids are fucking demons. That whole town was fucking demons.
Well, yeah.
I thought it was going to. This is where I got. So it was long. So I had a lot of thinking. I'm like, okay, this is going to switch up right to a whole different movie or something. I was hoping, right? Like it wasn't like I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't bad. Okay, I seen worse. But I thought she was going to realize, because in the beginning I knew she was. I didn't know she was the daughter. I thought she was the wife of the gangster. So I already knew she was connected to the mob type, the gangsters. Mm-hmm. So I knew that part, but then I seen it going on, and it's like she's letting these people treat her like this. Then I was like, oh, she don't want to be nothing like them, so she'll rather get raped and everything. I thought in the middle of the movie she was gonna lay in bed and just realize who she was and said, "Fuck this shit." And I thought she was gonna wipe out the whole town herself. Wow. I was waiting for her to like poison someone, like the crippled girl in the fucking chair, roll her down a hill or something. I was waiting.
Throw her down the mine, just throw her.
Yeah, right down the mine cave. So here you go, get some cold, bitch, and just fucking kick her in there.
Right off the soundstage.
Yeah, right off the soundstage. But I really thought it was going to go that way.
Boom.
But no, she dealt with this shit all the way through until the end. I was like, damn, man. I was like,
fucking did. And
like,
especially the dude in the truck. I would have took him out.
The dude in the truck was a fucking snake.
Yo, I would have took him out.
Yo, so was
that Tom fucker. That Tom was a mind twister. He said what you wanted to hear, but he had his own motive.
Yeah, he had his own motives. Yeah, fuck that guy. That guy was the real. I almost feel like that's the question, right? It's like, who's the worst?
Oh, no, he definitely was.
He was the worst, right? And then like the second. Yeah, who would be second? Who's the second one?
Chuck the raper. Because he's lonely. Well, not really. He's married, but he took advantage of the girl. He's a rapist. So, but then they all become rapists. So you're like, fuck them all now. Yeah. But he was the first one and the main one.
I never thought I'd see Stellan Skarsgård's sack, but you know.
Oh, you haven't watched enough Lars von Trier movies because he basically does every time.
that's where I was gonna go.
Like every fucking time. I mean, there's another Nymphomaniac. Same shit.
I seen that.
Yeah, that's a fucking 2-part.
Yeah,
imagine if I put that Nymphomaniac 1 and 2.
We should have put those on the wheel.
We should have, yo. That's straight up. You're watching straight up porn.
Now, Aaron would like it because there's hella titties and.
No, it's straight porn.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
But dude, this Lars von Trier is quite the character from what I've been reading up.
So the craziest thing about Lars von Trier, so he did a movie called Melancholia, came out in like 2011. Oh, shit. And at Cannes, he had this weird press conference where they're talking about the film, and just out of nowhere he just said like, "Oh yeah, I can understand Hitler," and he said that, he literally said that, like, he said, "I can understand Hitler," and it fucking blew up, and people were like, "Wait, what?" And it was funny too because like at the press conference, because it's like Kirsten Dunst and like another big European actor. Kirsten Dunst looks at him like, "What the fuck did you just say? Why the fuck? What?" She was like, "Why am I near this fucking crazy ass dude? What the hell's going on?" And yeah, he had to walk it back. But he's a weird guy. He's a weird fucking guy. And that didn't even end his career either. It's so funny. That just people were like, "Oh yeah."
They're like, "Oh, it's him. Him. He shows his nutsack all the time." You think he goes in there? He goes, "Listen, if I got the perfect sack. It's beautiful. It has to be in every movie. I have to show my sack."
Hey, man.
Probably, yeah.
I check. But real quick, Facebook user, let's see real quick. If you click the very top link in this description, your name and picture can pop up if you want it to. And we're watching for what you guys are watching, or you're watching 4 very entertaining individuals review random movies that are picked by these
very random
wheels. And we all have different, we all say different shit. But if you're asking about the movies, this is the movies we're reviewing. Dogville and The Heat.
Although, to be fair, it seems like it's randomly picking the same wheel every time.
We were talking about that. Yeah, it's the freaking.
Yeah, it's Joe.
Hey, Joe, click that link up there. You know what it is. But Joe has an awesome podcast, guys. It's called Any Last Words. She is a part of the Z Network, so go check out Any Last Words on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube, all the above. Another dope, awesome horror host. Go check her out and try to get on her show. Tell her Sir Sturdy sent you.
Yeah.
That's
try to get on her show.
Yeah.
That's in the subject line. Sir Sturdy sent me. She deletes it automatically.
It's gonna work.
They just send it to fucking spam.
Say Lars von Trier sent that.
Oh Jesus.
Or Sturdy Rojas.
Lars von Trier, though, he has like all kinds of like allegations against him and his company. Like the urban legend on this movie, I think, The urban legend on this movie is that he would try to direct scenes naked, basically. Like he stripped down in front of Nicole
What the
Kidman.
Okay, listen. I'm not defending him, but his fucking name is Lars. What do you expect from a guy named Lars? He's gonna pull his dick out from time to time.
No.
I'm just saying.
Seriously, what would you do? Like that dude's just on stage, just walking around butt naked. He's like, "Hey, good morning.
I'm
Coffee?
just gonna leave.
Want some coffee?"
No, I don't drink coffee, one motherfucker, or I'll be shitting all over this stage. Walking around butt naked, shitting all over the stage ain't gonna be cool.
Oh,
and
man.
two, you're a nasty motherfucker. I gotta get out of here.
Dude,
But
and
you can't like somebody naked. That's weird.
I mean, Borat did.
Yeah,
Shit.
dude.
That
Yo,
was.
they the 69, man. Imagine that.
I laughed so hard at that scene. I was high as shit, but that's besides the point. I laughed so hard at that fucking scene.
Oh man.
So fucking hard. It was too damn funny.
As I was watching the movie, when they first bring in Nicole Kidman's character, I thought you could make a drinking game out of how many times they described her hands as alabaster.
Yes. that is true.
What does that even mean?
Just a delicate shade of white, as they described her hands, basically is.
Actually,
Alabaster?
it's extra Caucasian.
Yeah.
Extra virgin Caucasian.
Yeah. Like,
It's like marble.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like unworked, perfectly
like,
silky, smooth.
Yep, no
White.
calluses.
Yeah.
And,
So it's definitely not you two.
No.
I got some strong calluses on my hands.
He needs to cut back on the porn.
Man, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say something.
There was one line that particularly cracked me up though in this, that where she's pretending, to do something with the gooseberry bushes. I think it's the Vera character, and she says, "I'll hoe as I darn well please."
I laughed my ass off.
It just cracked me up for some.
You know why it was funny? Not for some reason, because she said
I know why.
it was a double entendre. Is that the word? I think I used it.
He's like, I think I got it right. He's giving himself applause.
Give myself some props.
You know who's got something to say about that?
I got something to say about that too. Fuck you, Nicolas Cage.
He's happy. He's smiling. He's happy for you.
Fuck you and the hole you came out of.
He's
Call
happy.
that.
I'm gonna be playing with this new avatar thing this entire.
I have to fucking do that now. What if I should put up like an R. Kelly avatar? No,
Ooh, you could,
paint on people.
but like it lets you load multiple ones. Like I said, like here's from my face mask. That was actually kind of creepy with the eyes cut out.
It's
It is.
fucking weird. If it wasn't Nicolas Cage's face, I would like it. To do that with my own face.
Dude, and young Paul Bettany, because I don't know what I've seen him in
I don't
any
know.
time recently other than as Vision, is like the redheaded stepchild from That You Would Beat. That's what he looks like.
Just out of nowhere too. Like,
Just,
you
yeah.
see him just slapping him around. Oh man.
He just looks like he needs to be slapped this entire movie. And
Now, which one is that?
Paul Bettany?
Yeah.
Like the main male character?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the name? John in the movie or some shit?
The only
Tom
guy
or
that
something.
doesn't, the only one that doesn't get his pee-pee wet.
Oh, Tom Edison.
PP.
It's Mr. Edison. When I heard Tom Edison, I was like, wait a minute, they got the fucking light bulb dude here?
Yeah.
That was my first thought too.
I was like, the fuck is going on here? I was like, okay.
Yo, by the way, going back to what Ibrahim brought up, I agree it is his fault. He's like the number one person to blame.
Oh, no, he's a piece of shit.
He's a monster of a different kind.
Well, he really kind of like gets the whole thing to happen, basically.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
he like gets her to
exactly.
stay and all this. Oh yeah, no, you need to stay. Blah blah blah. And he fucking manipulates all these people into like turning her into like the fucking village whore.
Exactly.
He's
Slave.
a manipulator.
Yeah.
Easily it's his fault.
even if it didn't play out like he had hoped or thought or wanted, he's got kind of the entire mastermind behind this.
And he so-called loved her. Like, if you loved her, as soon as you heard she told you that the dude raped you, you would have went there and fucked him up.
I would've
Yeah, fucking killed his ass.
Yeah.
And then shit in his mouth.
But he's like, he even said it. He dissed her. He's like, every guy in town got you except for me. And I'm like, the fuck,
Yeah, I
man?
know. What the fuck?
But they didn't get her in
hence-
a consensual way.
Hold on.
They got her in a fucking
Hence Tommy Blue Balls.
Yeah, blue
Tom
balls,
Blue
man.
Balls.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he started fucking. His mind was going, man. He had to have some pressure release.
I'm telling you, when you don't get that release, people, when you don't get that release, you do some stupid shit or some bad shit. Get that release. When you got that tension built up, just if you gotta go and pop one off by yourself, go ahead and pop one off by yourself. Do what you gotta do.
James got the calluses to prove it.
Yeah.
You'll be happier for it. You'll make better decisions before. You know, before you're about to make a decision where you're like, is this a good idea or not? Just pop one off and you'll think a lot clearer. That's all I'm gonna say. That's not a commercial, but it can be.
It can cloud judgment. It can cloud your judgment.
So the thing is, he used her because he wanted to make the town the perfect town in his eyes. And like no one liked each other. No one's getting like. So he was like using her like, hey, if you helped him out, it's like he was becoming like the mayor of the town. Like everybody started looking at him different.
He wanted to be the man. Think about it. Like if the shit really went how he really wanted it to go, it would have went to where I feel like certain shit would have happened to her, or maybe she would have still gotten arrested in the town, but somehow he would have saved her. So now he looks good. He looks even better to her. Yeah. He's protecting her. He's her like her. You know, he's like the king of the town already. The town loves him for whatever reason because of just what he's doing, and he wanted to be the man because he was. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he was the only guy there that wasn't married. So he's the only single guy there.
No, his friend.
No, the blind guy wasn't married.
And his slow friend who played the checkers.
Or Ben, the truck driver.
All right, so Ben had a wife. Ben the
no, he was the one who went to the prostitutes.
He'd go to the whorehouse once a week.
Chuck had the wife with the kids.
Yeah, Chuck was the only one. I think
that was the one that did the raping.
Yeah, the raping.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah,
Chuck Apples, because
Chuck Apples.
Yep. Stellan the Sack Skarsgård.
What a dick.
Chucky Appleseeds.
He's a great actor too.
Yeah.
You know what I like? See, and this movie does stand out because this is one of those movies to where it kind of, which I did read this in the notes as well, but I do agree with it. It basically said like a big, not 100% the reason why they did it, but another reason why they didn't really do like a huge set is because you focus more on the acting than you actually do the set. And I love the Elm Street reference, by the way. And I believe they said something like it has nothing to do with it's not connected to Elm Street or some shit. I could have sworn they said that in the very beginning of the movie.
I think it had something to do with not the movie, I don't think. Was it not Freddy Krueger? Was it? Did they make a joke of Freddy Krueger? Or was it something different? Like every other street was like it was like the only like American named street or something. I don't know. I forgot.
But it's still
it's just randomly named Elm Street. There's no trees. They talk about the scenery that obviously is a stage with just outline. But I mean, Von Trier has even said the entire point of this movie, yes, it is to focus on the acting and the story specifically. Like evil can basically come out of anywhere. That is the entire point, and that's kind of what you see develop in over an extended period of time.
Yeah. Very true. Because
extended.
Quick question for you guys. Was the girl wrong for what she does at the end of the movie?
Oh fuck no.
No.
I would have wiped out. Like I told you, burn that fucking city down right in the beginning. As soon as I got raped, I would have, like I said, I would have switched, took out everybody.
I am happy it ended that way.
Me too. And I liked all. It was fucked up. I like.
Are you gonna go with the kids? The kids.
Yes.
She was like,
take out two, make sure you don't cry.
Yeah, shoot the kids in front of their mom. Make sure tell her if she doesn't cry, they won't kill anymore.
Yeah. Did you see the point blank fucking machine gun to the baby?
Yeah,
it was like a down. It was just like.
To be fair, at least they cut back on that one a little bit.
I was like,
you know what? Okay, so here's two things.
I do appreciate they didn't even pretend to kill the dog.
Yeah,
I liked how she killed everybody. Right, I liked the last kill though.
Now she had to do that one.
Yeah,
she was like, "You piece
some
of shit."
things you have to do yourself.
Yep. The most evil one there.
Yeah,
she figured it out.
One thing I did not like was no blood, but I understand.
Yeah.
I get it though because it was more of pay attention to the acting. Don't pay attention to the fucking.
We're watching a play. It's a play.
Yeah,
it's not going to have the special effects.
No, the thing is, it was 3 hours. I was hoping that they added another 10 minutes and showed they went to every house and how they killed each one.
I was hoping to show the titty.
Like, I already knew this movie had to be no nudity, except for there was a ball sack.
Yeah,
there was a
ball sack. Like I saw a titty and a little nipple.
Well, I guess Nicole Kidman was a little shy that movie.
First, I don't think you'll ever see Nicole Kidman bare.
Wasn't she naked in Eyes Wide Shut?
I'm sure she's done it. I'm sure she's done it.
I think so. That's the one with Tom Cruise where they go to the sex parties and shit.
Somebody has to look that up. Somebody please Google.
I swear I seen Nicole. Lisa boobs.
Some
I think she
areola?
went topless.
Did she actually? I don't know.
I think she went topless.
Yeah, she's done it. She's done it a couple times.
Okay.
Chris is like, I know what I'm looking up later.
Hey, Dead Calm. It's a horror movie. Maybe you guys should watch that. Put that on your wheel.
What?
Called Dead Calm. Dead Calm. It's like
you put that in the chat. I'm gonna add that to the wheel.
I thought you were gonna say the others. I was like, I seen that, and no, thank you. I already knew they were dead.
Ibrahim, if you ever want to come on to review it with us,
okay.
Dead Calm
or whatever pops up. Dead Calm.
I'm also a big fan of Patricia Clarkson, the actress that plays Vera. I think she's a super great actress. I've seen her in a lot of things.
Yeah, me too. Can I recall any? No.
I think the last thing I saw her in, there was the HBO show with the redhead actress that's based on something. I can't think of what shit. Sharp Little Objects or something like that.
Oh, sorry. No.
Yeah, Sharp Objects.
No. Sharp Objects.
Yeah,
I thought that was really good.
I don't know what that is. I'll have to look it up.
She was in an episode or two of Parks and Recreation as Ron Swanson's.
Oh, yes. You're right. Yes, that's where I remember.
We do our early ratings for this movie. So, how many apples would you give this first movie, Dogville?
How many dirty apples?
Yeah, how many dirty apples?
I give it like 7.5 apples.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay.
Oh. I was gonna give it 6.5. Like I said, it was like I treated it like an audiobook. I sat back and relaxed, and the story wasn't that bad. And I was waiting for the end because I knew shit was gonna go down in the end like that.
People were gonna die, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
and people did die.
And they did. They burned that whole fucking city down. That town went down. But,
and they deserved it. They fucking deserved it.
Yeah, they did.
So. But yeah, 6.5 because I thought it was a decent story. It was long as shit though. If it was shorter, it probably would have got points boosted up. I probably went to the 7.
That would have helped.
It would have, but hey, what you got, Aaron?
I'm gonna give this movie a solid 7. 7 dirty apples. Again, I felt like this was more of a play than it was a movie, which does not bother me because I don't mind plays. I enjoy them. And it just worked. It worked for the story it was telling, and like you mentioned, and Chris agreed to it earlier. It's like a live action audiobook.
Yep.
You know, you're just seeing the audiobook play out, but it's one you don't have to watch. You just have to listen to it. Now, I will say this, this is one of those things to where, you know how there's some movies you can watch on mute and you can kind of tell the story? You don't really get that with this one. You don't really get that. As good as the acting is, as good as the play is, it's something like. The audio is almost more important than the visual, but the visual is still important.
I think that was one of the points behind the movie, obviously, with everything just laid out in, white tape.
Yeah, you would have been lost if you had that shit on mute. You're just watching it. You're like, what the fuck is this? Why? What's these?
Yeah.
What? How's she knocking? I'm like, there's no door. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why is she going to everybody's house?
Like that. Like, there's nothing there, but they had the knocking noise, and they had like sound knocking.
Just like real plays, man. Like, if you go watch like a play on stage, man, they do that shit. Like the sound effects, man. Like knock.
I haven't been to a fucking play in years since like school days, and I always enjoy those field trips. By the way,
Evil Dead the musical, man. Gotta go see it.
Okay. I don't like musicals. I would check that one out though.
Yeah, I don't like musicals either, and I still want to go see that.
And the only other, as of right now, I can think of I lied. There's a couple. I can do Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I couldn't do that one. I tried.
I watched all the Grease movies. I seen those a million times because my family was like obsessed with them.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so that's the ones. But like the Disney ones and the straight up fucking like Cats. When that land, I'm gonna kill myself. But
that's gonna be funny. And it's the newer one at that, I believe.
It is. It's the new one.
It's one of the interesting things about this movie. Paul Bettany didn't want to do it. Stellan Skarsgård had to kind of trick him into it by saying that working with Lars von Trier was fun, and it wasn't.
That's all it takes. That's a trick. It's fun though.
He was friends with Stellan Skarsgård, and Skarsgård convinced him. He's like, "Yeah, it'll be a great time."
Oh.
And like halfway through the production, he's like, "When's the fun start?" And he's like, "It doesn't. I lied to you."
Yeah, I lied to you. We just needed you,
So
man.
that's how Paul Bettany got involved. As far as I know, from what I could find is Bettany's never actually watched this afterwards.
Oh,
He's
wow.
like,
Yeah, because he's been there. He don't want to watch 3 hours.
He did
Yeah,
not.
exactly. You had to make that shit.
Yeah.
He did not enjoy the experience. He said it was unpleasant, and you're basically Von Trier's puppet.
Okay.
All right, guys.
But there was definitely some interesting stuff.
All right,
behind the
2010,
scenes.
2000s to 2010s. Let's go.
Oh, we're gonna like 5-6 weeks in a row.
Let's spin it again.
Okay, so if it lands on that, we will spin the wheel again.
No, we can like it's gotta be random, you know? Just let it happen.
It's the fate of the wheel. It's the
Let it
destiny.
happen the way it's supposed to happen, you know?
It's rigged.
That's what Bill Cosby said. Just let it happen.
just let
I
it go.
don't even think he needed to say that shit. He
Just let it go where
fucking
it's
took it.
supposed to.
Is he
What the
going to
fuck?
hate? Oh, no.
What's this?
What is this one?
The black movies, finally. Finally.
Okay.
Finally. Wait, let me just be sure. Finally, yeah. Throw up the fist.
Black movies.
Damn. We like put that out there like in February and it's fucking May and we haven't landed on that.
Yeah, I know,
once.
right?
Yeah, Ibrahim, you already know we're always picked last.
Not
Holy shit.
not for sports. Aren't blacks picked first?
Well,
I'll-
now, once we were allowed in, we won.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was about to go dark. I had to keep that one myself. Might have got canceled on someone. My thought there.
What you got to do, James, in those situations is text me and I'll say it.
Oh, Jesus.
What's even on this wheel, man? Like
I don't know, man. I totally forgot. It's been so long. I don't know what I put
Purple
on.
Rain?
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! I've never seen this
Purple
before.
fucking Rain?
You've never seen Purple Rain, man?
Oh,
I've never seen it.
Oh my god.
Holy shit! That's the first movie.
He's
Purple.
dead too.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, the Prince, by
Prince.
the way. But
Rest
Purple
in peace,
Rain.
Prince.
R.I.P. baby.
Ours formerly known as Prince.
Woo, that's gonna be fun. I might have to see if my wife has something purple, like a purple scarf and some purple.
I gotta try to find something.
Because this is when you gotta bring out the purple. I already got my purple candle right here. It's grape.
Ah.
I'm ready for that one.
It's just gonna be us drinking, talking about Prince facts.
Keep your nipples covered, guys. Yeah, this isn't a nipples out episode. though.
Basically, because that movie is like basically about his life and shit.
Fucking Purple Rain.
I don't know all of it is. I think some of it is.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Me either, but I'm excited to see it. It's
Come on,
gonna,
Cool Runnings.
it's gonna be something completely
Cool
opposite
Cool
of
runnings, yeah. What the fuck?
Paper Soldiers. Holy
Oh, come on. I just watched this shit,
yeah.
man.
Well, fucking yo.
I watched this like a week and a half ago.
This, oh,
What is this?
wait. Oh, that was so.
Wow, that was hella close.
That
That
was
was
close. I don't know what this is. What is this?
It's
non movie, by the way. It's
it's like a
fucking
comedy.
hilarious. It's like Kevin Hart's first movie. And
I like
it's
Kevin Hart.
and it's I don't know if you know who Beanie Siegel is, Jay-Z,
the rappers. Yeah.
Never heard of Jay-Z.
Memphis Bleak. Like, it's a bunch of rappers. It's like a hip hop type of, but it's fucking hilarious. I would say if you guys smoke weed to watch it high, but if you don't smoke, have a drink or nice buzz, turn your brain off and just enjoy the fucking laughter. The N-word is gonna be said a lot, and don't worry, I'll take care of that next Saturday. I can't fucking wait. I'm excited for this shit.
Yeah, so basically, this basically a movie. He's like, he just needs to get money, so he does stupid shit. Stealing. So
Yeah,
it's a comedy though. There's funny. It is funny. There's funny parts.
and like I said, it is on Tubi, which Tubi is a
Yeah.
legitimate place you can watch it for free.
Yeah.
TUBI, just go right on there. No sign up, no nothing.
I had a feeling I shouldn't have watched it. You're like, oh, you should check that out. I didn't know it was on the wheel. If I knew it was on the wheel, I'd be like, no, I'll wait till it lands on the wheel.
Well, you know what it was? I was watching one day and I was just laughing so hard, and I just had to share it with somebody that I felt like never seen it before. And it was, we all gotta watch it.
Okay. So Paper Soldiers and
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. Okay, the goal is to try to find a connection.
Find a
And no, we can't say because they're black.
I was gonna say they both start with P.
They do. We'll find something out of it. We'll find something to connect it. So now, I guess we can start talking about the heat. And I'm not talking about the heat in the house. I'm talking about the movie. I'm going to give you guys my first impression of this movie. Like, I didn't think this movie was going to be that funny. And it has nothing to do with the main cast being Caucasian.
Or women.
Earlier, Caucasian queens. It's more so of the fact that it was women. And I was like, this is going to be one of those buddy cop movies, which they've done so many times with guys, of course. And most of them were funny. But I was like, is it going to be corny, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was just like, I apologize for this ahead of time. This is just Earth 30. This isn't the whole popcorn and pints. I don't find women as funny as I find guys. I'm sorry. But, and I thought this was going to be that, but this shit was funny as fuck. This shit was funny as fuck. I wasn't even high when I watched it, and I was dying. Like, when she came in there 10 seconds later and fucking the gift right here, and she throws the phone book at the motherfucker, I was dying. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, quick note about that scene that I read as I was looking up some notes. Like, she says she comes in, she does that. Sandra Bullock says, you couldn't wait 10 seconds. If you time it, Melissa McCarthy comes in at 9 seconds.
Oh, shit.
She was like, fuck.
So she really couldn't wait 10 seconds.
I like that. That makes it even better.
She was just amped up. She's like, I'm going to hit this motherfucker with this phone book.
Early ratings for this movie.
Well, we got to... All right.
I'm going to give it an 8. I laughed hysterically. This was a lot funnier than I thought it would be.
Same here.
I think I can only take Melissa McCarthy so much at one time, like I was talking about before we started, because she basically plays the same kind of character in most of the stuff she does. But it's been so long since I've seen her in something that Sandra Bullock too, for that matter, and Paul. What's the guy's name who wrote this?
Paul Feig?
Yeah, Paul Feig. I thought he was spot on with the writing and directing. Like, it was just nonstop one-liners and jokes, and I was laughing.
Yeah,
like 90% of this movie.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going with the 8 too. And like you were saying, that if you know who Melissa McCartney is, like I was a big fan of Mike and Molly. That character is even like this one. It's just this one's like amped up. This is like the rated R version of the Mike and Molly.
Yeah. Yep.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah,
so,
there was no holding back. She was just going, and she kept going to the point where it was awkward for other people, and it was hilarious.
Yes, like every scene she's in is fucking awkward.
It worked. I mean, it worked though for this movie. It worked, and again, I honestly thought this movie. I was just like, again, because of my whole thing with I don't find women as funny. And I'm not being sexist. I just, what it is? It's because I'm a guy, and there's certain guy humor that we find hilarious that women don't find funny. I'm sure there's certain female humor that females find hilarious and probably understand more than we do. Same with the guy humor. We understand it more than you guys do. So, of course, not saying women aren't funny, so don't bash us. I mean, if you want to bash us and if that's going to get our numbers going up, you could talk so much about us.
It's all Sir Sturdy. It's all Sir Sturdy. Just remember.
Oh, yeah, and make sure you check out Horror Sir Sturdy. By the way, check out Horror Sir Sturdy. Bash him too. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
See?
But yeah, so straight from the beginning on, it's like started the jokes and shit. Like Melissa McCartney just havoc on the streets.
Rating, I'm gonna give this movie a 7 as well. Funnier, a lot funnier than I expected. And I mean, it was your typical buddy cop movie. It's either that awkward kind of meeting, the fucking the complete opposite team. You have, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Complete opposite way and everything else. Then you have these. These two.
Yeah, there's no surprises to the formula. This is your buddy cop.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll say what it worked. It was funny. It was cool. You had fun with it. It's one of those movies to where, like, I'm not saying I'm going to watch it anytime soon again, but it was fun. I had fun with it. I'm not mad I watched it. Would I watch it again? if it was on TV, or say if the wife wanted to watch it or something shit like that, or if I'm chilling and somebody's like, "Hey, yo, let's watch The Heat," I've never seen this before. Or of course, if I had to do it because of a podcast, then that's like obligations. Other than that, nah, I wouldn't watch it on my own again. But it wasn't terrible, so like I said, I'll stick with a 7. And Ibrahim, it's your turn, my friend. What do you think?
I'll give it like a 6. I
Okay.
think it's fine. So like, Melissa McCarthy's funny because like so the only movies I've seen of her, I saw that fucking puppet movie she did. I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie.
No, I didn't see the puppet one.
What was the puppet movie?
She did a movie. It was a rated R puppet movie. That's also like a buddy cop movie, but her buddy is a fucking puppet. Wow. And
now
like,
it sounded familiar.
Yeah, and it's like the puppets are fucking, and the puppets like one of the puppets like nuts on another puppet. It's really, and the puppets are doing drugs. It's like that's a hate wheel pick. It's like I'd be curious to see like how you guys would react to that, because it's like it's almost so bad it's good.
I want to see that. Like,
I want to see it.
It's a rated R.
Like, okay,
and like the guy, one of the people who produced it was like the son of Jim Henson. It was like Jim Henson's son.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay, that's where the puppets come in.
That's where the puppet. It was literally like Jim Henson puppets. And they're like puppet fucking and like puppet.
Oh my god! Okay, I gotta check
puppet puppets doing drugs and shit.
Now it sounded more and more vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
So she was, but that so she's like, some of them are good. I like probably my favorite movie of hers is Spy.
That was surprisingly good too.
That movie's really good. So this is like somewhere in the middle between the puppet fucking movie and Spy.
Okay.
This is like kind of, so like her brand of humor. It's like it's. It can be like really spastic. So like at times it can be really good. Yeah. And at other times it's like, okay, you fuck the puppet. All right. Or whatever. Yeah. So it can be hit or miss.
One of the things I thought she did really good in this movie was keep extending the joke beyond where you thought it could go. Like she just kept adding lines to the end of the joke, and I just kept fucking cracking up.
Like I want to watch a blooper reel for this.
I do wonder how much, if anything, was ad-libbed. They had to do a number of takes with her just going off.
Definitely. There was some shit ad-libbed. Definitely.
Like cracking on the albino.
The albino jokes. The albino jokes had to be hilarious. One of my favorite scenes is where they're sitting in the bar and she finds out Sandra Bullock was a foster kid, and she just keeps talking about how sad that is.
That's sad. Yeah, it's fucked up. I don't know. She had a lot of good one-liners and shit. It was like fucking don't care who you were.
Yeah, like straight from the beginning when she starts going after, where she busts Tony Hale for the prostitute, who I love. Tony Hale, bust her from Arrested Development. He's trying to pick up the prostitute. Calls his wife from her phone. His phone, and then starts chasing Rojas, the drug dealer there.
Rojas, you got to roll the R. Like, Rojas,
And
he's trying to climb the fences. She's grabbing his leg, like, my sack's gonna catch. She's like, I hope it bursts.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's like there's so many one-liners that I'm like, I was just cracking up.
And like, dude got shot in the dick.
Yo, yeah.
You knew it had to happen at some point in that movie too. After that scene, like I was hoping it would happen at some point.
The interrogation scene, and that's one of those things where if I get shot in the dick, you might as well just kill me.
Oh, basically, man.
What's the point after that?
I'm useless. Get rid of me. Just fucking bring me out in the pasture and shoot me in the back of my big ass head and let me just fucking.
Now, what about if you were like the chief of police or something, and this fucking employee comes in, one of your officers, and how she talks to you and shit?
Talking about how he has no balls.
Yeah, she goes on like, "Hey,
little girl balls, little girl balls."
Anybody see his balls? I was like, great. What the fuck? That part made me laugh too. I was like, damn, man.
So, and it's funny you mentioned that scene, which was fucking hilarious, talking about her bosses or the sergeant's little girl balls.
Yeah.
I guess there's a Lithuanian version of this movie where they replaced balls with brains. So she's saying the sergeant has like little girl brains.
Oh my god.
Oh, and that fucks it up. Yeah.
That totally ruins the joke.
Yeah, it does. Makes it no sense.
Yeah.
And then throws the Tic Tacs at his head.
Oh my god. So it seems
You know,
like-
the yearbook in the movie was Sandra Bullock's real yearbook too. Like
Oh, yeah, I see that.
they photoshopped on like the glasses and made her look nerdy and like somehow digitally erased all the signatures and shit that were really in there. But that was her real yearbook that they used.
That's awesome.
Now the dude with the knives, who's obsessed with knives, is that fucking the dude from Mad TV? Is his name McDonald or something?
I don't know.
He looks so familiar, like I seen him on like a sketch show, like Mad TV or something.
You are now watching Mad TV, man.
Yeah. I used to watch it all the time, man.
I miss that shit.
Yeah.
I don't. Mad TV. I never really got
Stewart,
into.
man. Look what I can do.
Yeah, Stu, look what I
Or
can
is that Stewart or am I wrong? Is that not him, right? The guy
Mad
who goes to
TV?
Stewart?
Or all that.
No, it's
Oh.
Mad TV.
Sturdy Rojas. Speaking of Rojas, what did you think about Melissa McCarthy throwing the watermelon at him to finally?
Yo,
knock him
I
back?
was dying.
Listen,
He even said, I died more when he said it. He was like, I knew you were fucking.
when he said come to her, she said, "Shut up before I feed you this watermelon." I thought two things. I'm just gonna say they're both pinkish. That's how I'm gonna leave it.
Oh, man.
I
I
was dying.
laughing so fucking hard. Like see now when they do the race jokes, when they're good, they're funny. When they're good and they hit, like that hit because it was simple, it was easy, but like just the way they said it and the way their movements were physically, their body movements and just their facial expressions, it worked. Like
And they even put that one where you try to prove you're not racist. Like for guys, it's like I got black friends. Women go, I fuck black guys. Like that don't mean shit. They're like, what are you talking about? Because that's their first thing they go to. Like she said it.
all I'm
She goes,
saying,
I saw many
It's like
black
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 guys I fuck are black.
guys." Yeah.
all I'm gonna say about that is she likes
But,
chocolate for some reason.
you know,
It can't be that
To be
damn.
fair, like the two or three guys they show obsessed with her that she runs into again are white though.
Yeah, exactly. So she was lying.
I
Yeah.
don't think she was lying. She just, she needed to heal up some. She needed to,
No, but like you make a good point about like the race jokes. I'm like nothing's off limits when it comes to comedy if you can write a
No.
good enough joke.
You do it.
People don't try to cancel or complain about the good bad topic jokes, just the bad ones.
Now for the jokes. Now, okay, for movies, let's say this. Now, is it just before the money or is it fear or something? Say this movie was wrong and they didn't do the joke right, and you're like, yo, this movie's racist. But they have like the black actors in it, and they're going through the whole movie. They know what the movie's about, the jokes are said and everything. Does that change anything? Like, are they dealing with that of a fear, or they can't work no more, or like when do you think they'll step up and go, yo, you shouldn't be using this line? This you're pushing it.
I don't think it was but in this movie that was kind of fairly limited, and I don't think anything like over the top.
Yeah.
It's not like Blazing Saddles, that's for sure.
Yeah, that was
so good. That was so fucking funny.
On the scale of racist jokes, I would say these were fairly minor and minimal.
Yeah.
The albino jokes were more hard hitting.
Oh yeah, and wasn't the albino community do like a protest?
I don't know.
I think I seen that somewhere. So I think the albino, they portrayed albinos wrong, and they were like having a fit. They were making fun of them. But you can't help it. It wasn't because he was albino. It's what she said. The jokes.
Yeah.
Because of how white he was and everything, it was funny.
It was fucking hilarious. Listen, people, if you can't take jokes, fucking turn the TV off.
There's this one I forgot that she threatened him. It's like I forgot the fucking what she said to the albino guy. Oh my god,
there's a lot of stuff she said to the albino.
Yeah, it was like.
Oh, you know what line really made me crack up? So when they bust into, they go to visit the like blonde Bulgarian.
Oh yeah, right next to her apartment.
Yeah, and what's her D from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yep. D.
And then she kicks open the bathroom door. Her mom's there taking. She's like, "Who closes the door to take a shit?"
That was fucking funny. That was funny.
Like, what?
Well, look, she uses her refrigerator, holds weapons.
By the way, that just reminded me. One quick comment about Dogville. Tom Edison's dad, the book or the library cop from Seinfeld, Bookman. If you watch Seinfeld,
he's also the father in Dirty Dancing of
Is he?
Francis Baby. Yeah, I believe that's the father, the doctor in Dirty Dancing.
I have to go back and watch that one. But like literally, that's the first thing I thought when I saw and heard that guy was Seinfeld.
I've seen a few other things. I just can't remember. I suck at fucking matching faces to movies unless you're top star or something.
Yeah, but James, you are right. It was Stewart. It was the guy.
Sorry, McDonald, right?
It's him. Yeah.
Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald. Yeah, it's him.
Look what I could do.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of her movies. It seems like she's a spy too. So I guess
he was. You're right. Yeah,
it's like put this dude in the movie.
Yeah,
in my movies.
Well, like her husband's also has a cameo in most of her movies as well. Just like in this one, the guy that comes up to her in the bar.
Yep.
Talking about the time they spent together. That's her husband.
Is that the one where she grabbed by the head and made out with him?
Yep.
Yeah.
So really quick, gentlemen, how are we combining these movies? Like, not combining.
Female empowerment.
Yeah.
Female empowerment.
Listen, what
about
Nicole Kidman comes back and murders and kills everyone, which she should have.
Yeah. What about female growth? Because female growth to empowerment.
Well, he is slight growth. It's the one character, Melissa McCartney, learns how to have a friend. The other one is by procedure. She just needs to relax a little.
Yeah, she loosens up.
Yeah, so they taught each other a lesson, but it wasn't as much as Dogville. Dogville is like,
Dogville's completely different.
She took some shit that she's like, you know what? It's on.
I think with the Heat, it was more like Sandra Bullock's character was more like being more personable, being more of a people person. And I feel like with Melissa McCartney's character, it was more of like being more professional.
No, it's the other way around. Bullock was the professional. She was the one with the power.
But I'm saying their lessons were one was to be more professional. More personal.
So learn from each other, yeah.
Yeah, learn from each other. Because like Melissa McCarthy's character, she was tough, hard-nosed, rugged, but she was more of a people person than Sandra Bullock's character. Sandra Bullock's character was just 100% by the book, and that was it.
Yeah. And then and competitive. She had to outbeat the men. She's like, I'm proving I'm better.
Understandable though, because as in these male dominant types of jobs and stuff, females have to work extra hard, and then if you're a minority, it's just like if you're not a minority female, so you have to work even extra.
Yeah, you're super fun.
Extra hard. So it's like, I respect that. I get that. I think that's great. I think it's cool and all that. That's why I gave this movie a 7 as well. And it's kind of crazy how the movies connect. If you say the whole woman empowerment and
the lead roles,
they take different directions though. Like, so for the first one, the girls, you don't know that she's a part of the gang, and you don't know that her father's like the top dog. Like, listen, I'm
basically like the Godfather.
Yeah, I'm about to make you the fucking godmother. Like, you're gonna be top dog. If something happens to me, you're the top. You're on top now. You're my number. You're number 2 right now, or 1A even, because you're my daughter. But basically, if something happens to me, you are in charge of all of this shit. And I feel like he gave her the opportunity. Like, hey, look, what do you want to do with this town? And when they fucking burned it down and killed everybody, that was 100% up to her, because she could have said, "Dad, listen, let these people live. Let's just take over this town." Blah 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 blah.
Well, she wanted to in the beginning until the dude called her out again. It's what he said to her. And she was like, "You."
James froze.
Yeah, he just.
James froze.
Yeah. Did I freeze? Oh,
yeah, you froze. You're back now. You're back.
Back.
Oh.
What were you saying, James? She what?
Oh, but anyways, I was like, she changed her mind because she was in there. She still didn't want to do it. She wanted they fucked up. I really don't want to fuck with them. But then when the Tom Blue Balls asked her to come back out, he said another. Yeah, he used another excuse. He tried to twist his words, and she looked at him and goes, "Are you serious? You're about to die, and you just bet you know sorry." Or so she went in the car, and she just snapped. She just realized people were fucking monsters.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna become one and take out the
fuck
city.
it. Fuck it. Yeah.
So yeah. So with the Heat, You know, Sandra Bullock is like a fucking robot.
No, but
So-
I think like one important aspect, they at least at no point did they portray them as being bad at their jobs. Like these were
Yeah.
two
Not at all. They were the
cops that were great at their jobs.
Yeah.
the dope thing.
They're not bumbling for like a buddy cop movie
Yeah.
could possibly be. Luckily, they didn't go that route.
Not only were they great at their jobs, but they were actually the best in both of their units.
Yeah.
And they became even better when they came together. Like, I mean, shit, Sandra Bullock's character was like, when she went to the one scene where she opens the door, the sliding door, or whatever, and she's talking to the cops, like, what the fuck's going on? Like,
I'll be right back.
these guys are the best cops here. Fuck Nicolas Cage. She's like, no, sorry. She's like, she says Melissa McCarthy's character, she's like, she's the best fucking cop out of everybody in here. Every fucking buddy in here, including me. And she even calls out one of the cops. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you playing a game or are you texting? Put your phone away. What's going on?
Yeah. And her issue was because she was so by the book and competitive that everybody hated her. All her fellow coworkers hated her. That's why the boss didn't want to give her the promotion.
Because I feel like it was a couple things though. I feel like here's my thing. Here's how I'm reeling it back in for the ladies. I'm sticking up for you guys this time. I feel with this, like, and I'm not saying all guys are like this because we're not all like that, but some of them, they're afraid of women with power, and so it's like going back to they have to work. Let's say twice as hard as a man would have to work, and if they're a minority, you might as well quadruple that.
Oh, see, I took it as he didn't want her to have it. It's because she can't get along with nobody.
Well, yeah, there was that too. She wasn't personable, but at the same time, she was the best, which means she was better than all the men. And when you think of police officers, especially the FBI, no disrespect, ladies, you think of men. Why do you think of that? Because I'll say just because it's always portrayed in movies as like the man always being the strong, intelligent character, and the women always being the damsel in distress or like a passionate character. And with this movie, you don't get damsels in distress. You get women kicking fucking ass. You really do.
Yeah, man.
They have their parts and all this other shit, but it's them getting out of shit, saving a bunch of people, saving each other, saving themselves in more ways than one. And it wasn't a bad movie. Like, again, I'll go back to it. I'm still going to give it a 7, but it was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like a corny kind of boring comedy chick flick that's not really that funny because, as I said earlier, which I'm digging myself in a hole again, I think men are funnier than women, and I stand by that. But again, it's because of the type of jokes that I understand more coming from a male perspective than just people. I'm not going to explain myself. Fuck that. I already said it. We're funny.
I said it. I fucking said it.
Exactly.
One of my favorite parts of the movie
And
is
everybody
where
agrees with me.
yes.
See?
No.
It's like,
No.
Well, let's not go that far.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of the movie was where Melissa McCarthy's trying to round up her family in the minivan,
Oh, yeah.
and they go to pick up her one brother's like girlfriend,
Trashy girlfriend.
trashy girlfriend. She's like, "You got me a luggage to move stuff for Christmas." It's like, "How about I get you a dick sucker for Christmas so I don't have to."
It was like,
I have one question to ask.
yo, Bill Burr. Speaking of like Bill
I
Burr's
have
in that
one
too. He's
question
funny.
to ask. Is that a bad Christmas present?
Oh God.
Wow.
Is anybody going to answer it? I'm just going to say that
I plead the fifth.
Yeah,
I plead the fifth, my
I
dude.
plead the fifth.
you know what that means. All right. You know what, people? I'm going to say this. Everybody's going to plead the fifth, but you know what we're all thinking. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. With that being said, fuck it.
Oh, what about the morgue scene where they are in there looking at the corpse, and the person, the doctor or whatever it is, has the tongue that she said she found in the anus.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
She said this giving the cop the raspberry.
Speaking of talking sour and raspberry.
She's like, that seems like a missed opportunity, but yeah.
What? And remember Sandra Bullock? This is when Sandra Bullock started to turn a little bit when she said it's.
She did. She cracked a great joke.
More
What was it?
tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
They were going for tongue-in-cheek or something.
Yeah.
I feel it's a good.
She was like, "No, don't do that."
Yeah, she's like that. She's like,
I laughed. I chuckled.
I no, that was good. But you're not wrong. That did kind of seem like a turning point where she started to her character
Like,
started
a
to
little
loosen
bit.
up.
yeah.
It was that, and then of course when they were drinking in the bar,
The bars, the whole bar.
Well, that's drunk. That's different. That's like,
but
but that whole
they
bar
really
montage
changed
was
and
pretty
opened up.
funny.
it was funny.
What about okay? So going back to Sandra Bullock's character, you know what else? What I found kind of cool about this movie too, and funny in a sense, is Melissa McCartney's character was more of the sex symbol in the movie, kind of because there's all these dudes like, hey,
She's dressed like a hobo. She got the fingerless gloves and shit.
Yeah.
but all these dudes are like, hey, why haven't you called me back? And blah 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 blah. And then at the opposite end of it, Sandra Bullock, because people think she's physically more attractive than the other. They're both beautiful women. All women are beautiful, But
He's trying to save some face.
Yeah, yeah.
of course. But no, what I'm getting at is like I like how they kind of switched it up. They didn't make it like the typical cuter chick or hot chick or whatever you want to call it. Again, both women are beautiful. I'm gonna say that. But they didn't make it that typical kind of, you know what I mean? They made it so it's like, okay, the other chick was the one that all the guys wanted to go after and mess with, and whatever the case may be. And they wanted more from her. They wanted more of her.
It's
And
kind of like the other guys where all the hot girls were on Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. With Mark Wahlberg. Mark.
Mark Wahlberg.
Wahlberg.
Just lots of WBs and W's.
Didn't even Miss Melissa McCarthy make a joke about that? Didn't she tell a guy like, "Oh, she needs to clean her? Why don't you go clean her?" Did she use pipes? I can't remember.
I know what you're talking about.
This isn't about
It was a joke about Sandra Bullock's vagina, and
Yeah.
she's like,
And
"That's a misrepresentation of my vagina." As she walked away.
I mean, Mark Wahlberg. Marky
Mark Warbler.
I think I cannot say Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark White Guy. To say that, Mark White Guy.
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. But he's from Boston. This movie's in Boston. Which you know, one thing that I found hilarious is the scene where Sandra Bullock is sitting at the table with Melissa McCartney's family.
All the family.
That was good.
And the back and forth. I don't remember what the guy was saying. Like arc, I believe.
Narc.
Oh, Narc. You're a knock.
Mark,
Are you a knock?
Yo, you a knock?
Are you a knock?
Yeah.
Are you a knock? And she was like, "What?" Like
Then
the
you got
accent.
Then you got the angry Bill Burr.
Yes.
Fucking sitting next to.
But
He said knock. He's like,
I
can't hear you, deaf.
Now, I think Melissa McCartney did great for what she was supposed to do for this movie, but I wish she could have had the Boston accent. This is supposed to be
I don't know, man. I don't know.
like the whole family. Yo, okay, let's talk about the paintings. You had Dunk Jesus.
No, the paintings are pretty funny.
hilariously awesome.
Gave it as a gift. It's like, I know Grandma or Grandpa would want you to have this. It was fucking Jesus Duncan.
Jesus Duncan.
Oh my God. I was like, what the fuck?
That was fucking hilarious. Like, that was hilarious. That was funny.
I think I think they got good people to play her family. Like Bill Burr. I'm a huge fan of Bill Burr.
He's good. Yeah, Bill Burr's really good.
And Mike Rappaport, he's funny.
Michael Rappaport, he can be he's
I
good
heard
in the
he's an
right
asshole
role.
in real life, though.
He's usually in a but as a matter of fact, Michael Rappaport is.
I could be wrong.
He is in Paper Soldiers. He's in a lot of movies.
Yeah, he is in there.
He's an interesting person. I've heard various things about him.
I saw this thing where he was on a podcast recently, and it turned into a fight, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
He's an interesting dude, but like, I don't know if you guys heard about the Kevin Durant thing that he got into.
Oh, he wanted to,
where he released the DMs of him and Kevin Durant.
Kevin
Kevin was
Durant.
like calling him a bitch, calling him
because he wanted to give him
Stuff
free
worse than
tickets and shit. Like
Bitch,
free
I
beer
don't
and
know how it started, but like it went south hella quick. He's like, yeah, meet me on the corner, an actual location in New York.
Yo,
He's like, come to Brooklyn and let's fucking fight.
Yo, Kevin Durant will fuck him up.
Kevin Durant's fucking crazy.
You know what? The thing with that really.
Listen, if you're Kevin Durant, why the fuck would you get into a fight with Michael Rappaport?
Yeah, I know, right?
Like why would you want to fight? Because you're gonna whoop his ass. But what's the point?
Yeah, no, there's no point.
The thing is, though, is like okay, so really quick, Michael Rappaport is a comedian. He's funny. He's very funny in movies. He's in a lot of African American films.
Yeah.
But he's the type of comedian that'll talk shit about anybody. And when Kevin Durant threw it back at him, he couldn't handle it. And I feel like that's a bitch move, because it's like you talk shit about everybody and anybody, but as soon as somebody says something about you, let's release the DMs. Let's try to sue the guy. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely kind of a bitch move. I do think like KD, like, man, look, you gotta know, like, so like, you know, if you're wrestling with a pig, it's a fucking pig. You need to walk away, because even if you wrestle with the pig and win, you get shit on you. And that's what happened in the situation. He fucking wrestled with the pig. He called him all these kinds of names and shit. He said, "Hey, let's go meet in Brooklyn so I can beat your ass." And it's like, dude, what? It just makes him look bad for even engaging on that level with him.
but I feel like it started out really quick. This will be the last part of it, people, I promise. I feel like it started out as like kind of like a back and forth kind of like jokey thing, and then I'm assuming Michael Rappaport took it a little too serious. One of them went a little too far, a little too serious with it. And the thing is, Michael Rappaport released the fucking, which I think is just fucked up when people do that stupid shit. It's like, you're adults, talk about it amongst each other and leave it at that. But I also feel like people do it, especially famous people do it, just to get some more spike on their career, just to get some more shine on them for whatever. Oh shit!
It's not like Michael Rappaport.
You know what I mean? I got a bunch of specials coming out. I got a dope podcast coming out. Let me start some beef with fucking Ibrahim.
Yeah.
We're cool.
Well, like I said, I think there's more to it, because I think they actually got along. Like Michael Rappaport interviewed him before, and they got along. And Kevin Durant gave him free shit. So every time he's seen Kevin, he was like, "Yo, can I get tickets to blah blah blah?" Yeah. And Kevin in his head said something like, "Get the fuck out of here!" It's like basically you only talk to me when you want tickets and shit.
Yeah.
So then that pissed off Mike Rappaport. But then I guess the joke thing back and forth, then it just started going haywire.
It went south. And like
he,
you know, Kevin Durant's like, "I'm gonna fuck your wife," and like all this other
shit.
It went
wild.
It went wild.
Yeah. but still, dude, it's like the other thing too, like you're saying, Aaron, you gotta understand, Michael Rappaport is not on your level. So when you fuck with him and you're helping him. You're actually helping him by like gassing him up like that.
Oh yeah.
You know? You're putting him on your level. He's not on your level. And so when you fight with him, it makes him bigger. When you're fucking Kevin Durant and you're like one of the best athletes in the world. So you should just fucking hit ignore and just move on, you know? Because he wants the attention. That's the thing about Michael Rappaport. He wants the attention.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like he has a super successful career where he doesn't need it.
On Kevin Durant's side, it's that fucking male ego that's just like, yo, you're not going to fucking talk to me any kind of way you want to talk to me.
Well, listen.
And then you can even... I don't know his background, but I'm just... excuse me for this, and I'm sorry for this, but a lot of great athletes they grow up in a single-parent home in a terrible neighborhood, or even in a two-parent home in a terrible neighborhood, and sports is their way out. And I mean, if you're a black individual and you feel like somebody white is talking down to you, you want to defend yourself.
you're coming for him. I get that, and like
Michael Rappaport is racist because I don't think he is. I know he's not, but I'm just saying, like, being in situations similar to that, to an extent, you're just like, yo, who the fuck do you think you're talking to like this? Like, I'll smack the fucking dog shit out of you right the fuck now. Watch your motherfucking mouth.
Yeah.
And instead of Michael Rappaport saying, you know what, man, I'll just play blah, 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 he releases the fucking shit, which I think is just, again, a bitch move.
Yeah.
But
so the other thing, too.
Ibrahim was just saying Kevin Durant is bigger than Michael Rappaport, so it's like, why not release this? Because now, guess what? My name is not only is my name fucking on YouTube, on Twitter, on blah, 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 but it's on ESPN. Why is it on
ESPN?
Talking about
it's on Fox Sports.
It's on Fox. Yeah. It's on every.
And his fucking ass goes on Fox Sports, Michael Rappaport, to talk about what happened.
Yep.
It's because it's a smart move. It's a smart move. Like, I respect it and I don't respect it. I respect it because it's like a smart move, maybe financially, because it's like, okay, shit, all these shows now, they want me on here to discuss this fucking situation. And guess what? All these shows are going to pay me to come on to discuss this situation to an extent. You want more? Guess what? I'll come on another episode and you can pay me a little bit more.
Pay me a little bit more.
Smart move.
And also, oh, by the way, so, you know, the Michael Rappaport podcast, blah, 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 you know, he's going to spit hella shit and promote.
Motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Listen, Please, somebody rich and famous start a beef with me because
start a beef.
Same shit. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna blow up Popcorn and Pints. I'm gonna blow up.
Let's just keep bashing Tom Green and Nick Cage, and I suspect eventually we'll get one of their ears, however you want to say it.
The other thing too about Kevin Durant is that he loves the fucking social media trolling game. Yeah. Like he loves to like get into fights on the internet. Like this dude has had multiple burner accounts where he speaks the truth. But he won't do it on his his legit account.
Michael Rappaport likes to say because he's a comedian and he's quick with the fucking comebacks and the jokes and shit. And he enjoys that shit too. A lot of people enjoy it. The back and forth shit is fun. It's funny. It's not even to be disrespectful. I enjoy shit like that. Just going back and forth talking shit with your boys. It's fun. It's funny. We all do it. But I feel like he got outdone bad. And it went to another level of, look, yo, I will fuck you up. Don't play with me like this. I will fuck you up. And he got scared and was just like, oh, shit, I better. But at the same time, it's like, I should leak this because not only I'm a little afraid, yes, but so much attention is going to come my way.
Yeah, the attention.
Positive and negative attention, which is dollars. So I respect that part of it. But I still don't respect the part where you dropped the shit. It was a bitch.
See, this is it. So he said, I'm gonna spit in your face when I see your dirty ass. Meet me on West 17th tomorrow at 10. Or what's your address?
Oh god.
Like that. So like that's like there's talking shit. And like if he said, Michael Rappaport, you fucking suck. You're acting as shit. You haven't been in a good movie in 20 years. Okay. I'm gonna spit in your face and meet me at West 17th, and meet me in Manhattan or some shit. Like that's like a totally different level.
Ebs, I'll say this though, you don't know how cool they were with each other. Like there's friends that are just
they might have exchanged some where they like said, oh no, meet me at like. Meet me at 117th or whatever.
Yeah, I'll explain to people like this. You have friends that you have different levels of friends. You have friends that were just like, okay, we're cool. Like, you're my boy, blah, blah, blah. We're friends. And then you have that next level where it's like, we can tell these where the jokes come in. Okay, we can crack these jokes. And then you have friends at the very top level where like nothing is off limits. You can say whatever the fuck you want. And they aren't there. They're at like they're more of like friendship / acquaintance because they're both famous and semi-famous. Like we see each other in public, we'll slap five, shake hands. We DM each other here and there. We don't have each other's numbers, but we can contact each other for whatever. So it's more of like an acquaintance thing. And then there's friends where it's like, yo, you can say whatever the fuck you want. I'm not going to be offended by it. Like that's how I feel I am with a lot of people because fuck it. And they're not there. And it was like, I'm going to fuck you up when I see you.
Yeah.
And again,
but that's the question though. Like, who crossed the line? Who crossed the line first?
Who started it?
Well, who started what? Who started the shit talking? It probably.
Rappaport?
I don't know. That probably but that probably went way back, and so then.
I'm only saying that because whoever started it, it obviously escalated to what it eventually became, which I'm happy no violence happened from it. But
I mean, you say that.
Well, let's hope no violence.
I would have very much enjoyed watching him spit on his face on West 17th or whatever it was.
I say that because of legalities. Like, if it's going to be something like that, I'd rather you guys get into a fucking boxing ring, throw some gloves on, and fucking fight and see who wins.
Yeah. No, dude, that's the real thing. Like a Michael Rappaport and Kevin Durant, like, celebrity boxing match.
Yeah.
And that's money.
I say that because, yes, it would be financially beneficial to both of them, or they can donate all that money to an amazing charity, maybe something like that.
I'd be surprised if Michael Rappaport had the kind of bank account where he could donate all of it.
Yeah.
He could donate a decent amount because
he used to have a sitcom and everything. He was okay during a certain time, but then he died off.
Well, he has a successful podcast, which he's getting money off of. Michael, holler at your boys to let us know how you get this money because we want some.
Yeah.
So is it all sports?
You gotta start fights with fucking celebrities. That's what he does.
We're happy to talk. We're happy to talk to you, Mike. We won't spit in your face.
I want to fight you. And Chris wants to fight Tom Green.
Is this podcast just
And
talking
James
about
wants to fight Tom
sports?
Cruise. And Ibrahim wants to fight Tom Green as well.
No, I don't want to fight Tom Cruise.
You know, we should
I
start
want to
reaching
punch
out
Bieber in
to.
the face.
We should start trying to reach out to random celebrities at chance and just saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
let's talk on the podcast."
Yeah, why don't you come on? Yeah.
Hell yeah. Why not?
We'll never get a response, but it would be fun to try.
Because there's some fucking celebrities that are Z-list or whatever the fuck they are. A list that we're not even on yet, but we will be. But that Z-list celebrity is just like, I just want some attention. Come on here. Indie celebrities, come on here. As a matter of fact, I know somebody. So Concrete Cowboys, it's on Netflix. We could throw this on the wheel or whatever. Watch it, review it. I can get one of the leads on here. I had her on for the very first episode of Popcorn and Pints and interviewed her. I can probably get her on here again if you guys would like to interview her.
Sure.
So
By
you
the
can
way,
get Idris? You get Idris on here?
I'll try. I don't know if I can get Idris, but I can get
Idris.
He played his wife.
Not.
She played his wife in the movie. So I can definitely get her, and she was...
By the way, this is episode 30. I can't believe there's been 30.
Yeah,
of these.
no, it's crazy.
This is the 30th fucking... This is Dirty 30. This is Dirty 30. And there's a rape in this movie, which is...
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying.
Multiple.
Is that how you
Multiple
celebrate
rapes.
30?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I didn't.
Dirty 30. Yeah.
Vaginal jokes, Dirty 30.
Jeez.
It fits. And that's how these movies connect in another way, because of the sexual shit that went on, or...
Yeah, it don't seem like 30. I can't believe we did that many already.
Well, technically we did 29, 28, 29.
Oh, because the two first ones, when
Yeah,
we first
the
started.
first episode was me with the interview with Liz.
Oh,
Second
episode. Was that
was
just
me.
us and Nick Cage?
Yeah, I was supposed to be part of it, but I couldn't make it. Yeah.
Couldn't make it. Clan meeting.
Yeah, no, Chris skipped it. We're mad at him. We told him, like, you only can do it twice. You only can skip two. So,
All right, so Ibrahim, what do you
Yeah.
got coming up next on your show, man? On Deep Focus Cinema Podcast.
Next for me, we're talking about The Cell.
Oh.
So
Oh,
that's the next
Jennifer
thing.
Lopez?
That, which is a horror movie, actually.
yeah, it's Jennifer Lopez.
Is that Lopez?
It's funny you say that because I swear to you, as we were recording this episode, I added that to the wheel as well as the other movie you recommended. I added it to my horror wheel.
Okay.
So I may be hitting you up for The Cell and for the... I mean, I'm going to start hitting you up for Tuesdays and Thursdays if you're free and let you know what movie it is to review. Because, yeah.
They said, what movie they said, Cell was the very first, oh, fuck.
I'm not even sure.
There's a movie that came
I
out.
added The Cell, though, as well. I added The Cell and I added the other one that you sent to me in the private
Was it-
chat.
Maybe it was
Oh,
Red
yeah,
Dragon.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe it was Red Dragon. I can't remember.
Deadcom, sorry. Deadcom.
Deadcom.
Deadcom and, yeah, I added those both to the horror.
I don't know what the hell Deadcom is.
It's basically it's Nicole Kidman, I think, with an Australian accent on a boat.
Okay.
There's some nudity there. There's some,
Sold.
You had me at nudity.
He said sold.
Sold like a slave.
so and like.
Christ.
Okay, so here's a question for you guys. So have any of you guys been to
Shit.
was it Catch Steak?
The what?
Yeah, Catch Steak. You guys been there?
Nah.
What is catch
It's in New
steak?
York.
I don't know. What it is.
Well, that's that's where the fight was supposed to happen.
Oh,
Wait,
He
Oh.
said, Katie said, meet me at Catch Steak at,
No, that's-
at 10 a.m.
the
that's
fence
that's in the city.
Yeah,
I'm nowhere near the city.
No,
it's
we're
like
3.5, 4 hours.
I don't-
Yeah, we're up.
I don't know.
that-
I don't know where in the city that is.
No,
it's
man.
88 9th Ave.
I'm not.
You're 9th Ave, motherfucker, on the corner.
Yeah,
I never
not
been to the
familiar.
city, honestly.
Not
Like-
familiar
like
enough
that's-
to know the streets.
That's the thing when you're like, and it's like a fucking high class steak restaurant that he went with probably some fucking business person. It's like, dude, okay, you've gone too far. You've gone too far when it's like you want to meet at the steak place, the fight, like 5-star steak place, and fight some random
You want
D-list celebrity. He's not even D, right?
He was going to beat his ass and go have a steak after.
I know. That's how you celebrate.
Maybe he was gonna beat
Yeah.
him with the steak. He was gonna beat him
Maybe.
with the steak.
Who was fighting? I missed that.
Right, and
Oh yeah, Katie. No, Katie said, meet me wherever, and then he said, meet me at Catch Steak, which is a steak place in New York.
Ooh.
Michael Rappaport said that.
No, he said that Kevin said that to Michael Rappaport.
Okay, yeah, because he wants to celebrate spitting in his face with a steak after.
Yeah.
That does make sense. Where could you imagine like they fight on this corner,
Or maybe the
Kevin,
steak is
Kevin
so
beats
mouth.
his ass. He spits on him, beats his ass, and then he fucking goes into the steak place.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's like,
that's a
I'm
baller
hungry,
move.
man.
That's a
Hold
baller
on.
move. Oh, wait, no, hold on. The steak's so mouth watering, he'd be thinking about it all day. So he has the spit
So he
build
got
up.
the steak.
He's got it just coming.
It's all build up.
And
He's like,
say, after he whoops Michael Rappaport's ass, he takes his credit card and uses his card to pay for his fucking steak meal. And he
What happens when the credit card bounces?
Then you're in trouble.
Like, look, I'm Kevin Durant. They're gonna be like, oh, it's Kevin.
Yeah, I'm Kevin Durant. Yeah,
Sign
they give him free shit.
his fucking meal for free. Shit.
Yeah, thank you for choosing our location to have your fight. Your celebrity.
I want
boxing
that
match.
celebrity. I want to be at that level to where it's like, yo, Aaron, you can come to fucking Burger King, you can get anything you want off the menu for free. I mean, I'm not expensive, man. Yes, I want the steaks and lobsters and shit, but I'll settle for fucking money.
You'll get the card unlimited fucking Burger King for the rest of your
Oh
life.
yeah, motherfucker. Because you know
You're
what
like, I'm a celebrity. I'm a winner.
yo, here's what I'm gonna do, Burger King. I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, what you need? I can give it to you for a little bit cheaper than that.
Wow.
Boom.
Well, there's gonna hustle. He's gonna get a whole bunch of Burger King sandwiches
Because I
and
get
sell
all
them $1 cheaper.
Because you get all that shit for free, so it's like, boom, you pay me this, 100% profit. Boom. Fuck you. You should have paid me more. See that?
Oh man.
Genius. And that's why the Heat is a 7, and that's why Dogville is a 7, because I'm a genius. And they connect because of the woman empowerment. They went through the tough struggles, and then they showed their womenness, and they took over the whole man thing. Because if you think about it, they were going against the men, the white men, I may say, or Spanish, because the one leader, the guy,
Larkin?
captain. No, the captain.
Oh, the captain?
Oh
But I mean, he wasn't really a bad guy.
no.
No, he wasn't bad, but he was still
Oh, quick.
throwing.
I want to talk about the Rojas scene where they dropped him onto his car. I thought that was fucking hysterical.
That was funny.
That was
like,
Like, please
please don't
don't
let me-
threat that she's like, no, I can't really hold them no more.
Yeah.
Like,
Please
talk to your
don't
head.
let this be my car. My 2003.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. So I remember when this fucking trailer came out. I believe what is the movie from 2013? When this trailer came out, I was telling you the guy who played Rojas. Spoken Reasons is his like name. If you look him up on YouTube and all that shit, which was very entertaining. YouTube channel, by the way, not as entertaining as Popcorn Pints or Horror Research 30 or Stories from a Bar or Deep Focus Cinema Podcast, but entertaining. But like I seen him from there, and the only reason why I wanted to watch this movie is because he was in it. Like there's people that I watch on Vine and YouTube and shit. I'm like, these guys are fucking hilarious. I'd love to see them in a movie. And when you see them in that preview for the movie, like, oh shit, I gotta see that. Mind you, I didn't watch it till fucking earlier today, but like what he did with his roles was funny as shit to me because I seen him in the other stuff. And then with the characters, they're just like, I really can't hold them anymore. Like I'm losing my balance, and they drop him. And what was funny was like he lands on the car and he's like, I hope this isn't my fucking car, basically. And like the imprint on the car, it was just funny. It was funny. It worked, and it worked for this fucking movie. It really worked. It was funny. This is another buddy cop movie that we did. What did we do? The other guys a week or two ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Buddy cop movie, funny. A lot of buddy cop movies are very similar. From what I can think of right now, I still feel like to me it's out of Bad Boys and Rush Hour for the best ones of all time for me. They're like a very even level. I might put Rush Hour like a tiny smidgen over it just because of the racial differences.
And there's
What
more
about
comedy.
what about like Beverly Hills Cop?
Was that?
Well, he went solo on most of this shit.
I feel
Right.
that was
But it's really kind of a cop movie though. It is a buddy
No,
cop
no,
because they're both
buddy-
basically cops.
buddy cop though. Was it like?
Well, he was kind of buddy with the white slinky dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was buddies with the white dude.
You know what it is though, Ibrahim? I feel like with that movie, Eddie Murphy really stole the show to where, yes,
Eddie Murphy's the focus.
yes,
Yeah.
what Chris said, yes, the other gentleman is in the movie, but he wasn't like
Not in every scene.
not even that. It's like when you think of Rush Hour, you think of Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan.
Mhm.
When you think of The Heat, you think of Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCartney. When you think of Bad Boys, you think of Martin Lawrence and you think of Will Smith. When you think of Beverly Hills Cop, you think of Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, he does stand
When
out.
you think of
So what about Lethal Weapon?
Lethal Weapon, okay.
You think of Danny
Mel Gibson,
Glover
Donald Glover, Danny Glover.
and
Yeah.
Mel Gibson. But I don't think that movie was good, and I do want to see it again. But it wasn't as funny as the other ones.
I feel like that's borderline buddy cop movie because that does have a slightly more serious tone.
Yeah, it's like
I feel
more action. No,
Yeah,
not
that's
action
more,
comedy.
that's more action.
It's like a
I don't know.
semi-comedy. Like there's funny parts in it, but it's not a comedy movie. Versus the other ones that we mentioned, they're action, they're comedy action. This one's like the Lethal Weapon's like action comedy, like action. It's mostly action, and then there's some funny little one-liners in there. I'm getting too old for this shit. That's in like every fucking Lethal Weapon movie. Which it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all because
When Danny Glover's glued to the toilet, is that what it is?
been there. Well, not glued, but
It's a bed there.
metaphorically glued. TMI, I don't care.
Seems like that seems like a fair place to wrap things up.
Oh, another buddy movie. 21 Jump Street.
Oh yeah,
Final ratings on both movies. Let's go.
5 on Dogville, 8 on The Heat.
Dogville 7, The Heat 7. James?
I think I did 8 for the Heat, and I think I did a 7 on Dogville, or 6.5. I can't remember. 6.5 or a 7. I'll just say 7.
So yeah, for me, 7.5 for Dogville, 6 for The Heat.
Which, by the way, Ibrahim, when you get a chance in our Facebook, not in the private thing on Restream, but in our Facebook group, send me the times, because I'll add it to this thing that I'm about to pull up. Send me the time that you do your show, like the days and times, and I'll add it to this right here, which this beautiful, beautiful team, which is a huge part of the Z Network, which Ibrahim, I want Deep Focus Cinema a part of the Z Network, man.
Okay.
It's just
We
basically
could probably make it happen.
it's a network for creators by creators, and we all just help each other blow up and grow any way we can. Just mentioning each other. That's it.
Yeah, so we're all going to start tweeting Kevin Durant tomorrow. Tell him to
Come on the
come
show.
up to. No. We need a fight. We need something to really.
I want to spit in his eye.
Yeah. no. Listen, Chris. You need to tell him meet me at this fucking bar.
Hang on.
And then, meet me at this bar in upstate. You should tweet at Kevin Durant. Like the thing is, here's the scary thing. So if you went on and DM'd Kevin Durant, like, hey, meet me at this bar in upstate New York, he'll read it. He will read it, and then if you and he might actually do it if you say, hey man, you're a fucking piece of shit, and you suck. I
feel like that's gonna come. See, I feel like that's gonna get misinterpreted as a race thing than just.
That's true.
But Chris, listen, you're my Popcorn and Pints brother. I know it's not a race thing. It's just you talking shit.
Yeah, you may know that, but the millions of other people that will see
Listen,
that if it ever got picked up that Kevin Durant's coming upstate to kick someone.
I'm gonna smack your black ass so hard. You are never born. You're gonna wish you're white. I'm gonna smack you so hard.
For one, he's an athlete. Who I don't care. You don't know if he could fight or not. I'm sure he could. But how tall is he? Like 6'7"?
He's like 7 feet.
Oh, he has long arms. And shit.
Yo, you don't challenge him. He's gonna fuck you up, man.
I'm not saying this, James. If Chris got into a beef with Kevin Durant, do you have his back?
How did this end up on me?
I don't know.
Well, because you have stories from a bar, and so it's like there's a location.
Yes.
And then you'll do a podcast like, so today Kevin Durant is coming to the bar to fight me.
To kick my
Now,
ass.
And I'm gonna drink before I fight him.
To help him. Am I going to help him fight Durant, or am I going to stick up for him?
To be
No,
fair,
we're gonna be there to watch the fight.
Because I was going to say I'm not helping him fight because
maybe
I don't want to get beat up too.
Maybe I can
Yeah,
get some
too.
sponsorships, make some money.
I'm gonna help.
You probably would get a sponsor after that.
I have 2 reasons why I'm gonna help. 1, because Chris is my boy. 2, lawsuit.
Ah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
But he has the
I don't-
lawyers. He's going to pull the things
Yeah,
that
I know,
he started
really.
this
I don't.
shit.
if I started it, I don't think I have the right to sue.
But here's how it happens, right? So what you guys would do, you turn your cameras on when Kevin Durant is whooping my ass and Chris's ass. That's when you hit record. You don't hit record when me and him are talking. Me and Chris are talking a bunch of shit to Kevin Durant, and I start up like, "Yo, Kevin, you step across this motherfucking line, I'm smacking the shit out of you." And he steps across that line, and I smack him, but I don't smack the shit out of him to where he like falls over.
Smack that stupid goatee off his face.
Yeah,
the first one.
And then call him a snake. Like I'm a step on a snake. Just like send him a bunch of gifts of like a snake getting killed or something.
And
then just pretend that Michael Rappaport.
So here's the thing we gotta say. So Chris is the mongoose. He's like, I'm a fucking mongoose and I fucking kill snakes. That's what I do.
I'm Michael Rappaport.
And then here's how it goes. So James and Ibrahim, they come out, they hit record as soon as Kevin Durant reacts and attacks us. That's when you both hit record because you're getting two different visuals. Numero dos. You're getting two different visuals, right? Of the same exact shit, so it looks like he's guilty. All the other shit, you get rid of the evidence. You get rid of everybody else's cameras.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Smack.
No, listen, he's gonna settle. He's gonna settle just like Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
He's gonna. We're not settling for less than $10 million motherfucking dollars.
Yeah, we're getting paid.
We're getting paid, and now shut the fuck up.
10 million 4 ways. Pretty good.
To each of our podcasts.
I'll take it. I'm not greedy.
And as a team with Popcorn and Pints, and we're gonna blow the fuck up, and then we're gonna release a documentary 10 years down the road. Kevin Durant versus Popcorn and Pints. What really happened?
There's a fucking death match for you.
And then our
Popcorn and Pints versus Durant.
And start peeing on everything. Oh, there's the story.
There's not enough young people there. He won't come. He won't show up.
He'll show up.
He'll be a no-show.
There needs to be some he needs to come to like the little sippy cup convention or something.
The teacups, the tea parties.
It's like a bar except it's little sippy cups for like little kids.
That's tea parties, James.
Oh, there you go, tea party. He's like, hey, you guys want some tea? You want a tea bag?
Yeah. You want a tea bag? Can I get a tea bag? Can I get a tea bag?
Oh boy,
mushroom shaped bruise across his face.
Chris, with the mushroom tip.
And the reason I'm so happy you said that is because you dipped down to the immaturity level of the rest of us.
Yeah.
And you finally did it like on camera instead of just typing shit.
Just start to get us going. Makes a little comment in the chat.
But
I mean, I don't know how well the bruise will show up. Aaron, what's it look like when you get a bruise?
No.
It takes a lot. It really takes a lot because this beautiful chocolate lavender skin right here. You got to beat the hell out of it for it really.
So you got to beat him with the head a few times.
An orange in a sock.
Versus you guys, you just pinch and you fucking turn. Your whole body turns red.
It doesn't take a lot, man. It doesn't take a lot.
Especially when you're pale and shit like me.
Like I can't tan. I'm either pale or red. There's pale or sunburn.
Quick. Now, do you guys sunburn very quick? Like if it's you go outside.
I do. I'm Irish though. So
I'm not Irish, but it's like I think it's just fucking I'm super extra pasty white or something. But I go outside, I don't tan. My brother does. He'll turn dark, like Latino dark. Like sometimes if he's in the sun like all the time.
No dark.
But I sit here and I turn red first. I burn, so I have the sunburn don't bother me. Like it's not painful. But as soon as it goes away, then it starts tanning a little bit. Now I don't get no crazy tan. Like if I stay in a house without going outside for 1 week, I'm right back to Casper the Ghost again.
That has to suck.
So
fucking driving down the street, trying to figure out where the fucking reflection's coming from. It's coming from your white ass skin.
Honestly, that's the only tan I'm getting right now. Is the car rides coming through the window.
So he's got one arm that's tan and one that's
listen, people, that was a joke. I love my white brothers and sisters and everybody else. So don't be too uptight and butthurt over that joke because you're gonna get this shit all the time from Popcorn and Pints, Horrors or Story, and whatever I'm on, you're gonna get that shit. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Fuck it. You gotta smile after because when you smile after, people are just like, oh, he's friendly. He's just funny. Yes. But let me pull this up really quick, people. So live shows Tuesdays and Thursdays 9 o'clock Eastern time. Horror Search 30. Live shows Saturday 9 o'clock Eastern time. Popcorn and Pints. Deep Focus Cinema. You need to check that out on Facebook and YouTube live. I want to say 6 o'clock in the morning. Time.
Easter time.
9 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. And check out Stories from a Bar. It's pre-recorded, but it's a fucking great show.
Yes, it is.
It's a great show. Oh shit!
What was that?
Hold on, we can't see what you're playing.
I'm about to share it, but I'm playing. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to play it on mute just to be safe.
Yo, I thought someone's fucking bedroom blew up or something.
Someone got shot. Bam, bam, bam.
Can you guys?
Kevin Durant was listening.
Yeah, he's like, I found you, fucker.
Oh shit!
Oh man!
All right, so I have some questions for y'all after we watch this clip.
All right.
Again, it's on mute to be safe because we're showing the visual and no audio. Oh man!
Okay, so Ari Spears is talking shit about this dude, and watch what happens next. They're on. This is on a podcast too, so which is kind of fucked up.
The one dude at the end is a comedian too.
So it's like,
who is this? What's happening?
Oh shit! He's like, fucker, who are you talking to?
Whoa.
Okay, so here's my question: was this a bitch move by Ari Spears?
It's again. I don't know what he said.
Well, I mean the fight, the way he like basically got his ass kicked.
He wasn't expecting it.
Oh, he just covered up. Yeah, he didn't expect. He was just because that one hit probably skinned, but it probably like.
Here's what I'll say about that, because like if you're standing up, right, and someone gets aggressive when you're standing up right in front of your face, you're gonna see it. But if you're looking straight ahead, like how we all are looking straight ahead at each other, and somebody's sitting on you either side, and you're looking straight ahead because you're talking to. He's in a radio interview, I'm assuming, so he's talking to the world technically, kind of how we are. You're not really thinking about your peripherals, and you're not really thinking about the people on your left and your right. So it's like you might be cracking jokes, having fun, but this person's taking it serious. They get up and attack. I mean, you're just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So it's like, I almost feel like it's more of a bitch move when you sucker punch somebody. As a matter of fact, it's a bitch move, unless it's very, 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 very well deserved for certain serious reasons. But other than that,
like the guy is really big, and that's the only way to win. You gotta get him on. You gotta get a sucker punch.
I wouldn't even say that. I would say more so if it was more like of a personal reason than somebody just talking shit. Like, be an adult about it. Fucking take it. Talk about it after, or fight after. Like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up, but I'm gonna make it fair. Let's shoot the fair one. Shoot the fair one means one-on-one, hands. We both know this is what's coming is hands, not, oh, let me sucker punch. Let me get up on the radio station and punch the fuck out of you.
My thing with this one is, did they bring these two on because they had beef?
No.
If that's the case, they should have separated them.
Yeah, they didn't have any previous beef.
Okay.
It just all blew up.
Wow, damn.
Well, interesting. Very fucking interesting.
Yeah, so I guess the other part of the story is like, so Ari Spears went off the internet for like hella time after that beatdown. And then he sued that guy. And he lost. He lost the lawsuit, even though you saw that fucking ass beating.
Assault.
Because he started it?
No, I don't know the details of it.
No, but I mean, you could say, yeah, he started because of what he said, but it's one of those things to where you can't react like that as far as attacking somebody, but at the same time, what you say, like you can't judge a person on how they react to it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people. Here's an example, really quick. I'm gonna say this. In like an urban, really ghetto gang environment, I'll even say more so a gang, but urban, really like ghetto environment. You tell another man suck my dick, they'll fight you or kill you. Like, all joking aside, because that's fucking very disrespectful. You saying that to me, another man, I'm gonna kill you or I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of you. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, is it like that to where it's like I feel embarrassed? I'm street. I have to stick. You know what I mean? Like I have to live by this code or I'm going to fuck myself over. And then on top of that, it's also comedian beats up such and such, Ari Spears. Let's say the comedian's name is Tyrone Jenkins. Tyrone Jenkins beats up Ari Spears. Not only are you going to go look up that clip, but now you're going to say, okay, let me see what Tyrone Jenkins did as far as a comedian. Let me YouTube his clips. So it's more of a, I'm not saying he was thinking financially in a sense, but thinking about it, some of these people, I feel like even if it gets to violence, as sad as it may be, Pog, I feel like they think about like, I don't know what the fuck this person's talking about.
But, I don't know. It's just some random ass person.
I feel like that person's thinking like, if I post this, if I share this, or if I have my team share this and pretend I don't know if they didn't go out or whatever, this is going to help me overall in the long run because people are going to see my name. They're going to see this fucking big ass controversy that's going to be all over the YouTubes and Twitter and all that other bullshit. They're going to click that link and they're going to click on other shit that I've been involved in. So boom, boom, boom. If I have my own YouTube channel or whatever, they're going to click that channel. They're going to monetize. You know, my channel is monetized, of course. The views help it. Boom. That's 1 million views on my YouTube channel of me getting punched in the face because I uploaded it on my own YouTube channel, and there's 1 million people watching this shit right fucking now. So it's one of those things where it's like, and then of course the guy that hit him. Okay, my name is Tyrone Jenkins. I punched Ari Spears in the face. You guys know he did. You know, he's really very good at doing voice, like mocking people or whatever you want to call it. Boom. So now I'm connected to that, and Ari Spears is kind of funny. Now you can see how funny I may be, and maybe I tell jokes that are quote unquote like in the gang mentality or in the urban mentality of that tough shit, but funny. Boom. Now this all, you know, I don't play, but I'm funny. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird though to me though. You could like beat the shit out of somebody like that, and he basically got away with it. Just fucking whooped his ass.
Yep.
So that's the thing that makes me want to be like, he should have fought back because then it's like, okay, fuck it, you know. Like if they're just gonna let us do whatever we want, I'm a fucking. If you're gonna sucker punch my ass, nah, man, we're getting a real fight. Let's see. You got the first hit in, but let's see if you can take some legit hits.
Exactly.
I agree with that, but I feel like it was one of those things where it's like, I need to just cover up because because you got to think about it. You're covering up, right? Like this person just gets up, like you're both sitting next to each other. This person stands up and starts punching the shit out of you. So it's like you got to cover up so you don't fucking get knocked out of the chair and shit. And it's like if you get up, I'm not saying you can't stand up like this, but a lot of people, you know, when you get up, if you have arms in your chair, you're gonna push up off your arms, the arms of your chair, and that's leaving you open to get punched in the face and possibly get knocked the fuck out. That's one. And two, what if you can't fight? Like,
then you're fucked.
A lot of fucking people. I'm not
talking shit.
I'm the greatest. I can defend myself, so don't fuck with me or people that I care about. And I'm crazy as fuck. I don't give a fuck. But no, like there's people. It's just like, okay, if I get up and fight them and get knocked out, now I'm a fucking meme. I'm a fucking like everything.
No, you're a meme, yeah.
You're a meme and you're a visual type of fucking like you're a GIF. You're a meme and a GIF. All from one fucking situation.
Dude, did we talk about Nate Robertson getting his ass knocked out?
By Jake Paul?
Yeah, by Jake Paul. Did we talk about
Jake Paul has been boxing for I don't know how many years and training boxing. Nate Robertson played basketball. You play basketball, you don't play fighting. Jake Paul, you'll probably fuck everybody up on Popcorn and Pints. That's fine.
I would not fight Jake Paul. Well, it depends on how much money I would get.
Yeah,
I would fight him.
It's basically how much are you willing to take to get knocked out?
Yeah.
So I mean, the thing listen, here's the thing that I would do is like I would kind of throw in the towel after a bit. I would get in there for a couple of rounds, try and defend myself, and then I would. Because like the thing is, so I would be hella strategic. So I would take knees. I would take a knee.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what I would do. Right. I'm just gonna stick this to Popcorn and Pints being my team that's walking down the aisle with me and all that other shit. As soon as that bell rings, fucking all three of you throw in the towel. Ding, ding, ding. Throw in the towel. Boom, get paid, go home. Nobody's hurt.
Yeah.
I'll take care of you guys from the payment. We'll go home and we'll fucking record a podcast right after.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give the people a bit of a show. Like, I'll like square up a little bit, but after that first couple of hits, I'm out, man. I might strategically try to jump out of the ring. I'm serious.
I don't know how many hits I can take from somebody that's trained in boxing. Yeah. I'm not saying I can't take a punch, but somebody that's trained and like knows how to legitimately throw a punch, not just throwing a punch in a street fight, but not only legitimately throw a punch, but know where to hit you to where it can fucking hurt you / knock you the fuck out. I don't want to take that risk. Somebody, you know what? Throw in the towel. This fight was for $75 million. Listen,
because that's where it starts.
It's probably gonna get there soon.
5 million, 10 million, $1 million. I don't give a fuck.
If he fights Mayweather, it's gonna be millions.
He is fighting Mayweather, right?
Yeah, he's fighting Mayweather.
Yeah, Logan Paul's fighting Mayweather.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay, it's the brother.
I mean,
it's gonna be a joke. It's not.
Who's
like
better?
I know. Paul just beat Ben Askren, but Ben Askren's
he can't fight. He's just ground wrestling.
And
he knocked his ass out.
Yep. What Jake Paul is doing is very fucking intelligent, because it's like, I'm gonna call these big names out. I'm gonna get paid a fuckload of money.
Yeah.
Lose or draw, I'm gonna get paid. But the thing is with Jake Paul is once he gets knocked out, that's it. Nobody's gonna want to tune in to see him fight anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like,
well, it's once he stops fighting these fucking scrubs, because like
that's what I was gonna say. It's like it's smart for him to fight people like me or you, so to speak, that don't have any training in boxing. We're podcasters, so it's like we put our energy into podcasting, and we'll podcast circles around you, Jake Paul. And I say that I'm calling you out on that. Fuck you. But
there's so many UFC fighters.
The
Cormier wants to fight him. I think Bisping wants to fight him.
But in MMA.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to see him fight MMA. Oh my god, I would love that.
But he's smart because it's the money. It's like, okay, I've been training in boxing. Let me call these MMA fighters. Yes, they're MMA fighters, but they can't use 90% of their skills because they're boxing. 1 and 2, boxing, MMA boxing and regular boxing is completely different. Because MMA boxing, you have to worry about takedowns and all that other shit. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, people, let me just pull this thing up here before we bounce. Here's where you can find all of us. I know I pulled it up earlier, but I'm pulling it up again because this is basically the end of the show and I got to pee worse than R. Kelly on a Friday afternoon.
Ditto.
So, yes, check all this out. And, yeah, there's R. Kelly. Like, I wasn't joking about that. But I will say this, people. Thanks for popping by. Please pop by next Saturday. And also tune into Horror Source 30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Deep Focusing on Podcast, 6 a.m. on the West Coast, 9 a.m. on the East Coast, I believe, on Sundays. Ibrahim, please give me those times.
Saturday.
Thing.
It's a Saturday, yeah.
Saturdays. But
we released a podcast today. We reviewed the movie The Fall, which is on one of our little wheels.
Yes, which I'm very interested and intrigued in watching because I was listening to that earlier. But yeah, send me the times and I'll add it to the thing on this. So once we, share that shit, But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for popping by. And peace, peace, peace.
Peace out.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
It was the little girl's fault.
It wasn't her fault.
They deserve to die in Dogville. All the kids.